eligible now for the World Baseball Classic too, which apparently he was representing the Netherlands. So that's unfortunate.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Who knew?
Also, the Braves, they've already lost Spencer Schwellenbach and Hurston Waltrip, two pitchers who had elbow injuries. So tough offseason so far for the Braves.
Yeah. But the World Baseball Classic's coming up. Gotta love the WBC. We are Black Force. Hey, it's Jonas Knox. You ever feel like running a business is just nonstop? Every day's game day? That's why going pro with Lenovo Pro just makes sense. You get real one-on-one advice, IT solutions, and gear that's built to help you stay ahead of the competition. So whether you're scaling up, hiring up, or just trying to keep up, go pro. Because when your tech works harder, your business does too. Business goes pro with Lenovo Pro. So sign up free today at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. If you need a new appliance, this is your sign. Shop at Lowe's now to get up to 35% off and next-day delivery on hundreds of major appliances. A new appliance now means an easier-to-do list later. Our best lineup is at Lowe's. Valid through 3/18 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Order by 4 p.m. Available Monday through Saturday. Subject to availability. Fees, exclusions, and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/appliance delivery for more details.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
New accident popping up on Texas Highway 130, the service road there, northbound at 71. It's blocking the right shoulder. Also in Travis, northbound on I-35, the off-ramp to 183. A stall there is partially blocking things up. I believe Raza with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation. Traffic laws help keep everyone safe, including pedestrians. Cross the street only at intersections and crosswalks. Wait for the walk signal and look left, right, left before crossing. Be safe. Walk smart. A message from TxDOT.
You know you need fiber for a healthy gut, but do you actually know how to get it? Quaker's been serving up fiber since 1877, with over 100 great-tasting, good source of fiber options to choose from. Whether you like old-fashioned oats, instant oatmeal, granola, or oatmeal squares, Quaker makes it delicious. So good. Get your fiber with Quaker. Shop Quaker's good source of fiber products at a store near you.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. An elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Hey there, I'm Jason Alexander, and this is my dear friend, Peter Tilden.
Hey, Jay. By the way, the script says best friend.
Yes, it does, Peter. Anyway, Peter and I met over 25 years ago and became really good friends.
Best friends.
Because we had two things in common. Number one, we like to argue about everything. Driving, food, music.
No, we don't. And number two, when things annoy us or they perplex us or just don't seem to make any sense, whether it's something in the news or in our personal lives, we go, really, no, really.
And then we have to find answers.
So we created a podcast called Really No Really. It's about finding the answers to all the things that make us go, really, no, really. Jerry Seinfeld wondered why they refused to make the stall door go all the way to the floor in a public bathroom, but he didn't get an answer. We did by reaching out to an expert.
And talking dogs. Really? No, really? We spoke to the pet parent of a dog who's become a social media star to find out if pressing buttons on a soundboard with a paw or a nose is truly communicating, or are they just showing off?
Competitive eaters, they don't chew during competitions. How about that?
Really? No, really?
That's what we heard. So we spoke to some of the biggest champions of the hot dog eats hot dog world of competitive eating to get the answer. And those are just a few of the things we'll explore on the Really No Really podcast with Jason Alexander and Peter Tillins.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeart Radio app.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, Cape Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, Mo City, El Paso,
San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas.
or wherever you may be listening. This is a winding down Wednesday edition of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300. The Zone. The Texas women's basketball team players get awarded. Texas men hit the road to face a big-time opponent in Arkansas. Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman joins us to talk all things Longhorns, Texas baseball handle, home field advantage, NFL franchise tags and releases, and oh yeah, the Spurs answer your question. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we got Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, we're going to give you a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Texas hosting Oklahoma at the Moody Center this Saturday night, as it is the final home game for the Texas Longhorns. But you got to use that new and improved and always free iHeartRadio app. Tap that red microphone and leave the keyword of the day, which I will let you know what it is. Well, Texas women continue their journey of unbelievable season, and the awards were given out yesterday in the SEC. And to no surprise, Madison Booker was named to the first team. Rory Harmon was named to the second team, and Rory Harmon was named to the all-defensive team. She continues to play at an all-time high on defense, and of course, we know what her records are, and we'll hear some of those accolades a little bit later. But you look across the conference in Vanderbilt, we will talk about the Spurs and their accomplishments, but looking at Vanderbilt and what they were able to do, they ended up getting the player of the year in Michaela Blanks. They also had the freshman of the year, Aubrey Galvan, and Shea Ralph, former UConn player and assistant coach to Gino Ariema, has now become the coach of the year in the SEC for Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt had an unbelievable season. They've been in the running. They're also in the running for a top seed. And so when you look at what these women have been able to achieve, it has been nothing short of amazing.
I want revenge.
You should.
I want Texas to play them again. Focused and not in a place where they had a long stretch of really tough games. Like, let's do it again. Let's run it back.
Well, they might get their opportunity.
Yeah.
They might get their opportunity because the SEC tournament starts this weekend, starts Friday night. Well, Texas starts on Friday night, but you start looking at this tournament, how it's set up. South Carolina, 15-1. They win the conference. Texas comes in at 13-3, 28-3 on the season, 13-3 in conference. Vanderbilt 13-3 in conference, 27-3, followed by LSU, Oklahoma, and Georgia, and Kentucky, and Ole Miss and Tennessee were all 8-8.
Yeah, they have the advantage over Texas with the win that they had.
Yeah,
and it wasn't easy to watch.
I bet. Well, the the SEC tournament, women's side of it starts today. The first game of the day will be Arkansas versus Kentucky. Second game will be Mississippi State versus Florida. Third game will be Auburn versus Texas A&M. And the fourth game will be Missouri versus Alabama. The winner of Missouri versus Alabama will take on Tennessee for the right to take on the Texas Longhorns on Friday night. But speaking of the awards and all the things that have happened with this Texas women's basketball team, Madison Booker met with the media yesterday and talked about being named first team and Rory Harmon on the second team.
She can really impact the whole team to play defense too. I think that's something that you really don't see a lot. Somebody that really influences her teammates to play defense and play hard behind her. I think that speaks volume to the work she put in, the effort she has in that end. Just watching her just guard everybody's best player and wanting to guard everybody's best player and, being ready for the task and just her watching film of every best player that she has to guard. Yeah, it's very fun to watch her just put on that on the court.
And Rory she exudes being one of the best players in the country, best point guard in the country. But she is the only player with 1,500 plus points, 900 plus assists, 600 plus rebounds, and 350 steals in her career. And Jeremy Rosenthal, the SID for Texas, put it in the best way. He said, but it's how she impacts her teammates and how she plays the game and the leadership that really sets Rory apart.
I'm just wondering how she's not number one, how she made the second team.
Well, Michaela Blake's, she's pretty doggone special.
Yeah.
She got SEC player of the year. That'll do it for you. And speaking of
that'll do it.
Madison Booker says she's been in college. She's been known as the player of the year. She was Big 12 player of the year. She was SEC player of the year her first year. This is a year that she did not get it, but you won't hear no hate in her heart about who did get it, and that's Michaela Blake's.
Yeah, no grudges at all. Like I said, I'm just not one to hold grudges at all. But Michaela's a great player. I think she deserves the award, honestly, fair and square. I don't think anybody else came close to her this year. I think she's doing phenomenal at Vandy. I think she's leading that team amazing. I think just the fact that I don't think they won as many games last year in conference, but I think turn around this year and they're winning a lot more games in conference. Just speaks volume to her impact on the team. And of course, I play for her USA, but she's a great person off the court. Also, she's great on the court too. I see she probably has the most 30-point games this season. She deserves the award fair and square.
She had 34 points against Texas. She's a baller.
I
She's a ball.
She's a big time player.
I'm just salty because me and Coach Vic, we on the same team. Like there's nobody else that does what Rory does on both sides.
Yeah.
If I think if Rory was to say, you know what, man, I want to go a 5-game stretch and I want to score 30 points every game. I think she could do it if she took those shots and she made the ball around her. I'm coming around this screen. Send me a double screen. Do an elevator screen for me.
Yeah.
Like they can do that for her, but they don't. That's not the system they run. I think a lot of it is the fact that Rory is a team basketball player and Michael Jordan's going to win the MVP, not Chris Paul. Because you're a great, to me, Rory is Chris Paul. do everything well, but not make it about you, make it about the team. And those guys and girls are not going to win the MVP. They're just not going to be the number one. And I guess I should be comfortable with it, but don't mean I have to like it.
Let me ask you this: do you care if she gets the award or not if they win the national championship?
If she wins the national championship, throw everything I just said out the window. That's all garbage at that point. Listen, light the tower. Hey,
if they win the national championship,
guys, put your cars in your garage. Texas wins the national championship. Yeah. There's gonna be some cars flipped over.
There would definitely be some really.
Hey, y'all heard about Mark Henry? What happened? Well, not only did he fall down last night, but he turned somebody's car over. Texas won the national championship.
Wait. I know you're speaking hypothetically on did you hear about Mark Henry? Not only did he fall last night, but did you hear him flipping over the car? But let's go back to this fall situation. Did you say you fell last night?
I fell down. We had
Marcus, get the ambulance ready.
The ambulance? He said the ambulance.
Hold that, because I want to hear what happened. Because
you want the story in its entirety?
Yes, I need that in my life. Because
Lord,
I was at a basketball game last night. Shout out to the Hendrickson Hawks season, 30-7. It came to an end last night.
Man,
yeah, I definitely need that. Oh my God, I can't believe what happened.
I can't do that to DJ.
Well, him and his squad, they came up short against Westbrook. So I didn't get a chance to go to an important meeting that we had yesterday. But Mark, did you just mention something that I need you to elaborate on?
I went to the function.
Mark did attend the function, representing the morning kickoff. Appreciate that, brother. But I need you to finish this story about I've fallen and I can't get it.
I got up.
I see you here.
I'm here.
And you just slid that one in there. It was like
I tried to gloss over.
We're going to flip over cars, but you're going to tell us that you fell. So when we come back, we're going to hear the story of the big fella rumbling through the jungle right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
It's Bucky and BK.
I chewed that bubble gum and swallowed it.
Why?
Because I was a gum swallower.
Really?
I never threw my gum away. I swallowed my gum. It was like a meal. You were never a gum swallower as a kid?
No.
Once the juice was out of mine, I'd swallow it like I just had lunch.
You were a swallower and not a spitter, huh?
That was a little weird thing I had. That and the fact that I liked the smell of gasoline when I was a kid.
Catch Bucky and BK weekday afternoons from 5 to 7 on AM 1300 The Zone.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Good morning. Northbound on I-35, the off-ramp to 183. Still have that stalled pickup there, partially blocking things up. Northbound on I-35 between the 45 Southeast Toll and William Cannon. Stop-and-go traffic there. That is a 12-minute delay. And good news on 183 at William Cannon. That earlier accident we had, it's been cleared. I'm Lee Raza, Austin Traffic.
This report sponsored by Odoo.com. All your business apps in one place. Your business deserves tools to make you feel in control, not overwhelmed. With Odoo's all-in-one, easy-to-use platform, everything is together so you can focus on what matters. Start at Odoo.com today. That's ODOO.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
It's getting wild on the court, and Specs has the assist to take this tournament to a legendary new level. You know the drill. Stock up on delicious finds for every tip-off, upset, and overtime thriller. When you score savings with Specs, it's nothing but net. Don't wait for the buzzer. Run the perfect play with Specs wines, spirits, and finer foods. The lowest prices in Texas.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hardworking partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is the largest family law firm in the country with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell consult. The Cordell consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. Visit CordellCordell.com.
Austin, San Antonio, and St. Louis.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to trust what you're seeing. Who made it? Is it real? But with iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio hosts' product recommendations. And if you own or manage a business here or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way in creating your future customers. Make iHeartMedia a part of your 2026 plan today. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Hi, this is Tom McKay with Audiovisual Consultations. Today's home electronics can be a bit daunting. My company has spent the last 36 years making sure they are not. For those of you who have not experienced our services yet, we'd like to invite you to give us a try for all your home electronics needs. We carry all the major brands of televisions and stereo equipment at prices you can't find in stores. And we come to you. There's no need to leave your home to find great pricing and incomparable service. No traffic, inexperienced sales geeks, or pushy showroom tactics. We believe in having some fun and dreaming big. Do you have a dream for your home entertainment? Let us know. We can make it come true. And we are always there to help after the job is done. We cultivate clients for a lifetime by treating everyone like their family. No, not those family members. I'm talking about the ones you actually like. So relax, hug your kids, make love to your wife, and smile. Then, when you have a moment, give us a call at 255-8678. That's 512-255-8678. Or online at avconsultations.com.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. We cover all 40 acres.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio 1300 on that app. Texas men are on the road today as they get ready to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. 6 p.m. tip-off. Make sure you stay locked into AM 1300 The Zone all day long. But, of course, tonight as the tip-off approaches, you can hear the voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, as he brings you the countdown to tip-off, as we like to say. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was this Texas men's basketball team and the expectations of the men's basketball team as they make this trip to Arkansas. According to Bart Torvik, Texas has a 93.5% chance of making the NCAA tournament. Texas goes on the road tonight, and if they can get it, they will get another quad one victory that leads to all these other things. We'll talk about Ken Palm and how he breaks it all down as well a little bit later in the show. But when you look at this Texas team and you know what they're about to go up against, they're about to go up against a dude, Darius Acuff Jr., who is an absolute
Dog.
baller. He brings it every single time. The other night he had 43 points or 49 points. I mean, he was unbelievable. But you start to look at what this team has been able to do over the last few years, and I'm talking about Texas, that is, and you have seen them play well at this time of year. Texas with Sean Miller as the head coach, what he brings to the table as far as experience and trending in the right direction. Texas went on the road and beat Texas A&M and avenged an earlier loss. We get that. But now they have to go out here, and they got number one, Control Acuff, who is shooting from the field almost 50% from the field, Mark. He is shooting almost 50% from the field. He is almost at 80% from the free throw line, and he's shooting 42% from three-point land. You know, we talked about
sound
Rory
like
Harmon.
video game numbers.
We talked about Rory Harmon guarding everybody's best player. Who will be the defensive stopper tonight to be able to get in front of
It
Acuff
won't
Jr.?
be one guy. I would throw everybody at him. I would throw Pope at him. I would throw Marks at him. I want every guard. Kendall Weaver would get a lot of reps against him. And I would tell my guys, I don't want unnecessary fouls, but I want you to rough him up. I want him to know. I want you to funnel him to our guys. Do not leave your guys on the perimeter. That's how Texas lost to Florida. Let him go in there at Vocatitis. You like to challenge the rim? Go ahead. But once you get clotheslined a couple of times, then you tend to not do that.
Oh, it's like that.
It's like that, y'all. It's like that, y'all.
They not, I mean, I hear you, but I don't think they're going to go at it like that.
I'm not saying like hurt the kid. I'm saying play good basketball.
Yeah, you're going to have to be physical. You're going to have to be able to shot that. But see, that's the biggest thing for this Texas basketball team. How physical can they be? How tough are they going to be down the stretch?
How physical can they be without fouling?
Oh, that ain't happening. They're going to foul. I mean,
that's who they are.
Yeah, that's their forte. But the thing that I want to see
next season,
I want to see how they're going to be able to defend the perimeter, because you cannot let this guy get going. You have to be.
You want to. So you're saying that devise a plan to trap him and keep him in front.
Get the ball out of his hand and
Okay.
don't let
And
him
then
get it
deny
back.
him.
Yeah, and then deny him the ball.
So that's Kendall Weaver.
Somebody's got to sacrifice their performance tonight to be able to do
Yeah,
that.
sacrifice Kendall Weaver. And if he fouls out, then everybody else got to, step up. But once he passes the ball, deny.
You have to.
You can't get the ball back no more.
And another thing too, when I look at this Arkansas or this Texas team going to play in Arkansas, this is a big game for Tremont Mark too. Tremont Mark has a chance to really solidify himself in this late season surge that he's been, because he's been hooping. He has been hooping these last couple games. I wish he'd stay off the floor sometimes, because it seems like every time he take a jumper, he's falling down. Stay up, man, because then you can't get back on defense. That's what you can't give up transition points in this game. You have to be able to have somebody back, because that's when the separator starts to happen. That's when the game starts to change for you. And if you're not being able to slow this down, Arkansas is going to be a tough out. But I love what I'm seeing from Dalen Swain again, too. He's out there hooping, even though he was in foul trouble against Texas A&M.
What happened to his eye? Did he get?
He got hit on the Florida game. He got busted open.
Okay.
Busted open.
Busted open.
So I didn't know it was your show. I'm sorry. Different show.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But
nice plug though.
There you go.
Thank you.
You go. The Texas notes came up and it said Tremont Mark became just the second person active player in NCAA D1 to reach career numbers of over 1,800 points, 600 rebounds, 300 assists, and 150 steals in his career. That's pretty unique when you start to think about them numbers. We talk about what Rory was able to do in her career. Tremont Mark is right there as well. He's done some good stuff in his game as well.
Well, I want to see him do more ISO, because even when he got trapped in the corner against A&M the other day, he was able to make a big shot because of the fact that he could rise up and make that shot. Sometimes you got to prove you can do it to know, hey, this is always in the bag. And you know, I want to see him explore what's in that bag.
Well, if they can get another win, it will be their 7th quad one victory of the season, because they got their 6th against Texas A&M, and they've got quad one victories over NC State, at Alabama, Vanderbilt, at Oklahoma, at Missouri, and at Texas A&M. There's a lot of ats there, and let's see if they can do at Arkansas tonight. 6 p.m. tip. Right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone, but the coverage starts at 5:30 with Craig Way and Eddie Orn as they preview this matchup coming up tonight. Well, I wanted to ask you this, too, because you mentioned vocatitis, and I'm curious to your thoughts on vocatitis as a whole, as a basketball player, from your first-year thoughts on him.
I think that he has a lot of developing to do as far as his foot placement. He's got to stop grabbing people and when the ball goes up, because they're going to start to call him more for that, especially in the tournament. And we don't need him to have unnecessary fouls. So, like, just moving your feet and playing in front of your guy when you're going for rebounds is things that he needs to work on for next year, and develop a left-hand hook, because he starts on the left and goes to the right so much that it's predictable to me.
Well, as I look at him and I see, because I didn't know what to expect from this young man. I didn't know how he was going to adjust to life in the SEC, the physicality, the athleticism that's in the SEC. And he is second on the team in scoring with 15.6. He shoots the ball actually pretty doggone good for a big man from the free throw line. He's up to 70% from the free throw line. He averages almost 7 rebounds a game. The only problem, to your point, is he's got to make sure that he kind of controls the fouling, and he's got to get his turnovers under control. He's got 64 turnovers as a big man.
The reason that he has those turnovers is because he takes both hands off the ball.
Agreed. I mean, he's always Heisman trophying people.
He wants to put his arm on people to clear the direction that he wants to go.
Right.
If I feel that arm, I'm going to take a step in advance to cut you off.
Yep.
So he's just going to have to learn how to make that tighter. And I think it's keeping both hands on the ball and learning to do it.
Yep. Coming up next, we're going to talk to our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman. We're going to find out what team he thinks will be the best. I'm talking about which position group will be the best for the Texas Longhorns. We'll also talk Texas women's basketball with the man, Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman. Coming up next on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on that iHeartRadio app.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you'll need.
Southbound on 183 at Breaker Lane, got a stalled vehicle here. It is blocking the right center lane. Also, the frontage road of I-35 going northbound at West Slaughter. Stalled vehicle here. It's blocking the right lane there. Also, Lamar Boulevard near 183, an accident being reported there. I'm Lee Raza with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation. Traffic laws help keep everyone safe, including pedestrians. Cross the street only at intersections and crosswalks. Wait for the walk signal and look left, right, left before crossing. Be safe. Walk smart. A message from TxDOT.
Pit Stop Barbecue Buyers Group is a volunteer-run nonprofit supporting Texas 4-H and FFA students through the Rodeo Austin Youth Auction. For 18 years, they have raised more than $2 million for scholarships and youth exhibitors, investing in the leaders of tomorrow. When you visit the Pit Stop tent at Barbecue Austin, you're not just getting incredible barbecue, cold drinks, and live music from Kevin Fowler on Friday and Roger Krager on Saturday. You are helping a Texas kid chase a dream. Find them just inside Gate 3. Follow the smoke and the music. Pit Stop Barbecue Buyers Group, where every plate makes a difference.
Start your day with Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal. The instant oatmeal ready to help you tackle whatever your day brings, like wrangling your toddler into their car seat. That was fun. Coaching your 6th graders soccer team. Go girls! And carrying all the groceries in one trip. Whew. Try Quaker Protein Instant Oatmeal, granola, and bars. Great taste and a good source of protein. Quaker. Bring out the good.
You know that water in our lakes is a precious resource that we can all work together as a community to save. Austin Water offers simple ways to use less and make a big impact around your home and yard. Find your watering day, explore rebates, and get more tips at austinwater.org.
The Spurs destroyed the Sixers 131-91 in Philly. Dylan Harper and Devin Vassell each dropped in 22 for San Antonio. Astros beat Team Venezuela 3-1 in exhibition play. In a World Baseball Classic tune-up, Team USA crushed the Giants 15-1. The U.S. begins its quest for the championship Friday against Brazil. I'm Ronza Moss.
This is former Notre Dame quarterback Brady Quinn. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Allstate.
Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeartRadio from the pursuit of gold.
Jack Hughes wins it!
To the bracket busting in March.
I thought it was spectacular.
From the first pitch in spring training.
Ohtani tees off!
To the dreams of the NFL Draft.
With the first pick.
You're one tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local station. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcasts. Search sports on iHeartRadio and lock in.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
In 1982, Atari players across the country settled into their shag carpeting. Homework went by the wayside, and so did sleep. These gamers only had one thing on their minds: Sword Quest. This wasn't just a new game. Epic and ambitious, the company promised $150,000 in prizes to 4 finalists, with the Sword of Ultimate Sorcery going to the grand prize winner.
Just got this, $3.35 an hour minimum wage job, and next thing you know, I got this freaking $25,000 prize.
But what started as a video game promotion would become one of the most controversial moments in 80s pop culture, with broken promises, urban myths, payoffs, and a central mystery that's consumed fans for decades.
I never ended up seeing these prizes in person.
How did all those prizes, valued at $150,000, become something of a lost treasure? I'm Jamie Loftus. Join us for The Legend of Sword Quest, a podcast about the fall of Atari and the disappearing Sword Quest prizes. We'll follow the quest for missing treasure across 4 decades. Listen to The Legend of Sword Quest on the iHeartRadio app.
It's the Craig Way Show with Craig Way and Cameron Parker. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone. Always free on the iHeartRadio app. It is hump day, and that can only mean one thing. Our guy, Danny Davis of the Austin American-Statesman, joins us to talk all things Texas Longhorns. And Danny, before we get into women's basketball and get into your thoughts on that, I wanted to ask you about spring camp getting ready to start. And we asked Joe Cook yesterday about what group he wanted to see the most growth from in football. And I wanted to ask you the same thing. What group of new players are you looking to learn the most about this spring?
Obviously, when you bring in so many transfers and you have so many turnovers, whether it's in the wide receiving room or the backfield or certain parts of defensive position groups, the new defensive coordinator, there's lots of questions and lots of things you want to see. I'm really curious though about a position I think Texas fans hope they never have to see, and that's the backup quarterback. I mean, you lost Matthew Caldwell, doesn't have any more eligibility, so you have some young guys like KJ Lacey. What does he do? His second year. Dia Bell obviously comes with a lot of acclaim. They bring in a veteran guy. I think MJ Morris is the kid's name from Coastal. So, what does that room look like? Because we know this is a position in the last whatever it is, how many years it was with Quinn or at times with Arch last year, where sometimes you need a backup quarterback to step in and kind of lead the way. And Matthew definitely did that at Mississippi State and for that one weird play at Florida. And then Arch, whether it's Arch or Malik Murphy or Hudson Card during the Quinn era, sometimes you just have to step in. So the backup quarterback is an important position. I'm interested to see what these guys look like. How much Arch goes this spring is still kind of in question as he kind of gets over his offseason surgery. So maybe there'll be some more reps available for those guys. But I'm really interested in the backup quarterback position.
Which one of the guys do you think is going to be able to get run right off the bat?
I mean, you'd hope if you bring in a veteran guy like MJ that he kind of has the grasp of, what it's like to be a college quarterback. So you'd hope he can kind of step in. I wouldn't expect Dia to come in and automatically be the guy when he's supposed to be getting ready for his prom or whatever that cliche is as a early enrollee. You'd hope KJ Lacey, since he's been on campus for a year or 3 semesters at this point, that he's kind of ready to take that next step, and then he learned some things sitting behind Arch and Matthew last year. But you never know. There's also probably a reason why a guy like MJ Morris has been around the block and been to a bunch of different schools, and it's kind of that veteran guy. So you'd hope maybe KJ is the next guy in line, but there's a reason why Steve also brought in a veteran grad transfer.
When Hardge made that question up, you went to the offensive side. What about the defensive side? Like from the defensive line to the secondary, is there a group that you look at, or maybe it's the coach? What is it about the defense that you think is going to be pivotal?
I mean, you can pick any position group, and there's going to be questions. I mean, you want to see as a whole, what does this new defense look like with Will Muschamp, and what is we know what a Will Muschamp defense looks like, but we're going to need a refresher. It's been a few years here at Texas, but you look in the secondary, you lose a Michael Taft, you lose a Malik Muhammad, you look at the linebacking core, that's you lose Anthony Hill, and Lianga Lafau isn't there anymore, and they brought in some transfers who are highly regarded, but how do they fit? At the defensive defensive line, got Hero Canoe back, and Colin Simmons is going to be a beast, but there are going to be some guys that are mixing in and are going to be new down in the trenches. So I think any layer you look at, there's going to be some question marks. We're not going to really have answers until September, but I don't think there's any group that you can go fully into the season being like, this is the best group in the country. There's going to be question marks, and obviously Texas has talent, but we'll just have to wait to see what it looks like.
We're talking to Danny Davis of the Austin American Statesman. You can follow him at _Danny Davis. And, of course, you can always find him at hookem.com. I wanted to ask you this. Rory Harmon, obviously, her accolades speak for themselves as far as the numbers, but she comes up on the second team. Michaela Blakes obviously is going to be the point guard of that crew, or Galvan or whoever. But you look at what Madison Booker said yesterday, and I'm if I'm not mistaken, I believe you were the one who asked her the question about the grudge and how are they going to handle how she's going to handle seeing her during the summer and, of course, during this SEC tournament. But Madison Booker, going back to what Vic Schaefer says, she seems like she's on a whole nother level of maturity nowadays.
Yeah, I don't think, when I asked that question yesterday, I didn't expect Madison to go into some rant about being overlooked or, hating on Michaela. I mean, you can't hate on Michaela. Michaela's had an incredible season. She deserved that award. If she hadn't won that award, that would have been a complete farce. So, I mean, I don't think anyone can be upset with Michaela Blake's win that award. And I didn't expect Madison to be upset either, but you want to let people speak for themselves. But Madison is a junior now. She is, aside from Rory Harmon, the most veteran person on this team as far as games played for Vic Schaefer. Sarah has been around here for 4 years as well, but Sarah doesn't play. So I mean, your bets are Rory Harmon and Madison Booker. And as Madison was kind of forced to grow up really quickly as a freshman when she's kind of thrust into that point guard role. And then, she kind of gotten to take a little bit of a backseat the last 2 years with Rory back. But, this is going to be her team next year. She's going to be the face of this program. You could argue she's the face of the program right now, but when you have a fifth-year senior like Rory Harmon, that takes a little bit of the spotlight off you. But they just talked a lot these last couple of weeks about, especially since that Vanderbilt lost, Madison stepping up as a vocal leader and being more vocal in addition to what she does on the floor. I think everyone kind of looks to her and Rory on the floor, but off the floor, she's kind of stepped up too. So, she's grown up a lot over these last 3 years. I think one of the best parts of my job is seeing these kids come in as freshmen and, they're timid in front of the media. They don't really know how to handle, being, these questions, Kirk Bowles firing questions at you and Danny Davis, all these TV cameras in your face. But now Madison cracked me up the other night when, I think it was Kirk who asked about, Vic's technical, and Madison gave a, my name's Bennett and I ain't in it. It cracked me up. She's a savvy pro at this point. So that's what you expect from her. She's she's a leader of this team, both on and off the court. And next year, I think all eyes are going to be on her. She's won't have Rory to kind of take over some of those leadership responsibilities.
No doubt. I wanted to ask you this too. The tournament coming up this weekend, obviously Texas has to wait until Friday to get things started. How do you think Vic, obviously it's a competitive nature of Vic. They're going to try to go out here and win this whole thing because they want a championship and see what they can do. But how would you kind of monitor the minutes of some of these players in this tournament? Because do you need a win to secure number one seed?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's still a lot at stake for this Texas team. I think you still need to, I don't think you want to leave it in the hands of the committee if you lose to Vanderbilt in the semifinals. To say, I mean, Texas's resume is better than Vandy's, but then you could say we went 2-0 against Texas, and I think that'd be a compelling case. And there's also the matter of if Texas wins the tournament, going through a Vanderbilt, going through as presumably a LSU or South Carolina in the finals, with what they have, you could make an argument that they deserve to be a number 2 or number 3 overall seed, and that gets them to Fort Worth instead of having to go to Sacramento for the Elite 8 to 16. And I think that'd be a huge deal for this Texas team, pretty much having 2 home games at that point of the season, as opposed to having all their fans having to travel out to California on a last minute notice. Those tickets aren't cheap. So I think there's a lot for this Texas team to play for. Being since they do have a week off, pretty much 2 weeks between this, they have an entire week off before selection show, and they won't play again until the following Friday or Saturday. You can go kind of full strength because your players are going to have a lot of time to rest. You don't have to go necessarily full speed for that first round game. So they're going to have some time to rest and recoup. So I wouldn't expect anything other than them going completely full speed. And I expect South Carolina, LSU, all those other teams to be going for it too, because the SEC championship still means something. And I think a lot of those teams would like that as the final point on their resume to hand into the committee before Selection Sunday.
Last thing, who you got in the World Baseball Classic?
To be honest, not even paying attention. The Rockies have sucked the joy out of baseball for me, but I guess we'll be patriotic and say USA. But I'm gonna be honest, I haven't been paying that close attention to what's going on with the World Baseball Classic.
There he is, Danny Davis, always spitting the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Follow him at _Danny Davis, and of course, check him at all of his work at hookem.com. Thanks, Danny.
See y'all.
There he is. My man said, I ain't even paying attention. Colorado Rockies have ruined me. Coming up next, we're going to talk Texas baseball. They get another run rule victory at home. And some bang, bang. They hit that thing last night. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone presents The Craig Way Show.
I largely put myself through college working concerts, selling T-shirts. Never forget working AC/DC. The guy tried to steal from under the table. And I put one foot on the table, jumped over and landed on his back. And I was like, "Don't steal from me, man." I was all pumped up with adrenaline. And the guy stood up and he was about 6'4", 6'5", 200-something pounds. And I'm looking at him saying, "Oh boy, what have I done?"
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
Don't miss the 2026 iHeart Country Festival, Saturday, May 2nd at the Moody Center. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Southbound on 183 at Breaker Lane, got a stalled vehicle here. It is blocking the right center lane. Also, the frontage road of I-35 going northbound at West Slaughter. Stalled vehicle here. It's blocking the right lane there. Also, Lamar Boulevard near 183, an accident being reported there. I'm Lee Raza with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by WeatherBug.
Get the fastest local alerts and accurate 24/7 forecasts with WeatherBug. It's easy to use and provides real-time customizable alerts so the weather never takes you by surprise. Plan every day with confidence. Download the free WeatherBug app from the App Store now.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
Searching online for a car? When you call that dealership, your first question should be, are there any extra costs to the price on your website? At Henna Chevrolet, our answer will always be no. Their answer, you don't want to know. Shop surprise fee free with Henna, where the price you see is the price you get. Absolutely no addendums ever. You deserve honesty, and that's what we run on. Together, let's drive at henna.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis, which causes joint pain, stiffness, and swelling? Does this sound like you? Listen to what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Tremfya guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy, and for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Visit Tremfya.com or call 1-800-526-7736.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TODAY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TODAY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KBET Galveston, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
What up, beautiful people? This is Bruno Mars. This is Romantic Radio with me.
Romantic Radio with Bruno Mars.
We are live on iHeartRadio stations, taking dedications. This is my radio show. This is Romantic Radio. So we got some callers calling in.
So, you got something for me?
Do I got something for you?
Don't miss Romantic Radio with Bruno Mars in celebration of his newly released album, The Romantic.
Can't wait for y'all to hear it.
Hear it every night at 9 p.m. Eastern on the free iHeartRadio app's Love Songs Radio.
The Craig Way Show, weekdays at 2.
And he swings here, ground ball to get a run home. On the right side, a double clutch, but a throw there as Avalos throws to Halligan. 4-3 on the RBI ground out to score Carson Tinney from third base. Over to third goes Aiden Robbins. Adrian Rodriguez drives in his 8th run of the season, and the Longhorns take a 1-0 lead. And he swings here and lets a fly ball to left. This one will force the left fielder Curtis back a few paces. It'll go as a sacrifice fly as Anthony Pack Jr. tags from third, comes in to score, driven home on the sac fly by Jonah Williams in the Classic. Here's a ball that's chopped on the right side, and it's through on the right side of base hit. Borber around third. He'll score. Ermis to third. So Ethan Mendoza's up. Just bring him home on a hit. And he swings and hits a ball that gets past the shortstop Laxton. 2 runs will score. Tinney makes it to third. 2 more RBIs for Aiden Robbins in the pitch. Swung on and a ball hit well. Out to left field, and you can say goodnight to it. Carson Tinney drops it in to the HCU bullpen, and it's now a 12-1 Texas lead. Aiden Robbins. And he swings and hits a ball that gets past the shortstop Laxton. 2 runs will score. Tinney makes it to third. 2 more RBIs for Aiden Robbins, driving it in the left field. And it's now 15-3. 6:30. 1-0, hit on the ground to third. Livingston has it. Sets his feet, fires to first. This ball game's over. On the run rule, 1, 2, 3. Go the Huskies in the top of the 7th, and the Longhorns pick up their 4th run rule win of the season. In the 7th inning, no runs, no hits, nobody left. Final score tonight in 7 innings, the Texas Longhorns 16, the Houston Christian University Huskies 3.
Outstanding work by the voice of Texas Longhorn baseball and athletics, Craig Way. As you heard right there, Texas wins 16-3 against Houston Christian University. Sam Kozart goes 5 innings, 1 run, 1 hit, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts once again, followed by Jason Flores to close it out. But this Texas offense is something to be excited about. They find ways to get it done. And after the game, Coach Schlossnagle talked about the victory and the upcoming weekend.
Or anytime you get into a ball game and the wind's blowing like that, you knew it was going to be an offensive night. You hope it's your side, but it started with Mr. Kozart. I thought he was outstanding tonight.
He was. He wasn't landing his off-speed pitches early, and pitch count was up a little bit. Pitched a little bit behind in the count more than he normally does, but then he found his curveball, found his slider, threw a couple splits, and then was able to get through his 5 innings. So I thought he did a great job.
I mean, he struggled, but then he challenged them with fastballs.
He did.
I mean, faced 16 batters in 5 innings. I mean, that's getting the job done. And then the other one I want to talk to you about is I know you're trying to get Carson up and going. That's got to be a big boost for him to get one that got a little help instead of one that's been coming back at him.
Yeah, I mean, you know, especially if you're a home run hitter, like you want to see him go out of the park. And he's had plenty that he's squared up and they haven't gone out so far this year. And it's good to see him get that one and draw some walks, like just getting deeper in counts and hit one foul the other way, which means he's staying on the ball a little bit better. And I thought Borbo, seeing him hit the ball to right field is a good sign for us.
Right, that's exactly where I was going, because you've talked and I've talked personally, not on the air, about when he's doing that, using that, it becomes a real threat.
Yeah, I mean, that's really anybody, you know. I mean, I think one of the beauties of our team, and we don't have a ton of power through the lineup, but you know, Rodriguez, obviously Mendoza, Robbins, Giona, they all use the whole field to hit. They all hit to the backside of the field. So when you do that, you give yourself a chance to get more hits.
Well, congratulations on the victory. See you Friday night.
All right, have a good night. See you.
Friday night, they will take on USC Upstate. They come into town for a 3-game series, and you can hear all the action right here on Sports Radio AM 1300.
Baseball question. You know that I'm not the best at knowing baseball philosophy, but is it common to say 5 innings is about what you want from your pitcher?
Well, in this day and age, yeah. Being able to go 5, at least when you go 5, you get a decision. You'll either get the victory or you'll get the save, or a victory, or you get a loss, or you'll get a no decision. So at least you're into that part of it. But being able to have strength to go 5 innings, that's your pitch count. That's making sure that you got the things that you need. As you heard in that interview, he was talking about the fact that he wasn't landing his breaking ball. It kind of threw off what he normally does as a starting pitcher. So Kozar getting that opportunity back-to-back Tuesdays is big because he's a freshman. He's getting the work, and he's probably somebody that you're going to, once the season starts and you really start to get going in the SEC season, he might be a guy that you can use in the bullpen, might be a guy that can come out of any time. So the more work.
So you can give him more innings than.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Tuesdays, you want to make sure you win those midweek games because they do play an effect. The other day, LSU lost to Northeastern, who were 2-6, and LSU is one of the top teams in the country, defending national champion. So you want to win those Tuesday night games. Texas stays undefeated, and that mustache continues to grow. Hour number 1 is in the books, but before we let you go, I want to make sure that I give you a chance to win a pair of tickets. Get over to the iHeartRadio app, leave the keyword Miller for the Texas Longhorns versus OU for Saturday night. iHeartRadio app right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
I'm glad I ain't have to tell that story.
Oh!
We'll do that next. We'll do that tomorrow.
Check my social media. I'll tell it on social media.
Your house is tournament headquarters. Friends texting for the address, someone bringing wings, someone's bringing dessert. You? Well, you're bringing the Bud Light. Because when the games start rolling, you want something everyone can agree on. Smooth, crisp, and always welcome. That's why you're the home of the watch party. Bud Light, the official domestic beer of Texas basketball. Bud Light is easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
You know you need fiber for a healthy gut, but do you actually know how to get it? Quaker's been serving up fiber since 1877, with over 100 great-tasting, good source of fiber options to choose from. Whether you like old-fashioned oats, instant oatmeal, granola, or oatmeal squares, Quaker makes it delicious.